Finding your life purpose. And I actually like putting it this way: finding your God given purpose. Simply because you didn't make yourself. Whatever God had in mind, that's exactly what you ought to be pursuing. And I'll try to persuade you on that today. And I want to give you 3 reasons. There could be many. And sometimes I teach 8 when I'm doing an all-week long seminar. Today, let me draw 3 why you should pursue your purpose in life. Number 1, as an entrepreneur, you focus your efforts. You focus your energy. You focus your resources. On your screen is a cheetah that has identified a gazelle. And I love animal movies. What I have seen with carnivores, like the one on your screen, while there are many grazers, he will zero into an antelope, laser focus, ignore all the other grazers until he brings that one antelope down. If you try to throw 2 stones at 3 birds or 1 stone at 2 birds, you will catch none. One of the greatest challenges with people, especially in Africa, they hear there is money in restaurants, they rush. They hear there is money in general supply, supplying to the government. They register 101 companies for general supplies. They hear there is a new company in town on multi-level marketing. They join. Then they find a friend who is making money in security. They join. They hear there is money in Tanzanite, the diamonds from Tanzania. They register immediately. You become a wandering generality. A rolling stone gathers no moss. So when you're purpose-driven, you don't chase money. You pursue this one thing. Just like the Apostle Paul would write in Philippians 3:13, this one thing I do. So the question I'll be asking you this morning before we finish, what is your one thing? What is this thing that drives you every morning, that makes you get out of bed, where you channel your energy, your resources, your effort? Because if you scatter, you achieve so little. To be everywhere is to be nowhere. So when you pursue your purpose, you focus. Number 2, when you pursue your purpose, you get fulfilled. A lot of people hate Monday mornings. Why? They are up to something they hate, but they have to do it. Because they are driven by money. They want to pay the bills. Some people tell me, can we keep a chain of restaurants like Starbucks or Java in Kenya? I say, wow, great idea. But that's not my purpose. I'm not pursuing money. I'm fulfilling a greater mission. I'm so fulfilled with what I'm doing, and I don't want other suggestions. This is what I will do to my last breath. And number 3, you get more results. What you couldn't accomplish in 40 years, in 50 years with scattered effort, you can accomplish in 3 years when you connect with your God-given purpose. You no longer struggle. You flow. Today, I want us to focus on something interesting. What is my gift? What is your gift? Why do I want us to do this? This is your unique space. If you're listening to me and you're employed, trust me, no matter how educated you are, no matter how skilled you are, other people can get your qualifications. Other people can get your skills. Other people can get the degrees you have. That's just the fact of life. You will never operate in your unique space through your skills, your level of education, or even your own exposure. I didn't ask you whether you have a gift. The question is, what is your gift? Is your gift wasting away? Because what you don't know, you're likely to abuse it, to misuse it, or to underuse it, to underutilize it. It's tragic not to know your gift. Inside of this gift bag could be a fortune. You could be suffering, paying rent, and inside this gift pack are keys to your palace. Let me take you through a small journey. 8 things to discover your gift. Number 1, your personality reveals your gift. There is something about your personality type that is a pointer to the gift trapped within you. So when you understand your personality, you know who complements you. No personality is weak, none is better than the others. What is important is for you to know what business aligns with my personality and who complements my weaknesses. Number 2, your gift is revealed by your talents. There are people, when they see you once, they can't forget you. They can be very good detectives. There are people who love working with their own hands. They can be very good contractors or engineers. People with great memory can also be very good lawyers and doctors because they won't forget the scissors when they are doing an operation. Number 3, disposition. Disposition means your natural tendencies. What do you find yourself doing? Now, talent is your natural abilities, but disposition is what you find yourself doing, naturally doing. Nobody is forcing you. Do you find yourself cooking? Do you find yourself traveling? Do you find yourself loving to speak in public? That's what I call dispositions. Your natural tendencies. They point to your gift. Number 4, what do others say about you? There is no way, for example, you can be an entrepreneur and nobody has ever told you. If you're enterprising, you realize from a tender age, people started saying you are business oriented, you are business minded. If you're good in singing, even when you're a teenager, people started telling you you're good in singing. If you're good in public speaking, every time you spoke, even in a small meeting, people started telling you you're a good speaker. So what I'm saying is that what other people say about you also reveals your gift. Number 5, what do you love? Let me explain this, because we are trying to look at the things that reveal your gift. What do you naturally love? Listen before you write. Listen before you write. Maybe you love business. Maybe you love fashion. Maybe you love electricity. Maybe you love technology. Maybe you love dogs. And I know people who have succeeded keeping dogs. Okay, let's go to number 6. What do you hate? Listen before you answer. Listen before you answer. What do you hate with passion? What do you loathe? What can't you stand? What gives you goosebumps? Is it rape? Is it domestic violence? Is it corruption? Is it poverty? Sometimes we discover our purpose by looking at what we hate, much, much more than what we love. Just think about this. How did Nelson Mandela discover his purpose in life? He hated apartheid, which was a form of racism in South Africa. Let's go to number 7. Who do you admire? I want to suggest this, ladies and gentlemen. Sometimes the person you secretly admire is because you connect with that person at higher levels. You are a spirit living in the body. You don't have a spirit, you are a spirit being with a physical experience. So sometimes we connect at higher levels, what we call spiritual levels. So if you find yourself attracted to a certain personality too much, like Nelson Mandela, chances are God is calling you for a similar assignment. Number 8, and the last one. Ask the gift giver. There is no way you want to know about your purpose in life and you don't want to ask the one who created you, the one who gave you the gift. Sometimes we struggle unnecessarily simply because we don't want to connect with the gift giver. Here is the deal. This phone did not manufacture itself. It's an Apple product. If I truly want to know the purpose for this phone, I need to ask Apple or to get the manual for the phone to know what Apple had in mind. If I don't do that, I will just be texting, writing a WhatsApp, and making a phone call. Extremely underutilized this phone. Without realizing this phone has 3 cameras, very sharp images. This phone can be used to produce the best videos. Most of the videos you watch, I don't use my cameras in church. I use this phone. Most of the videos you watch, I use this phone. I have cameras. I have very good cameras. But I'm telling you, I produce most of my videos using this phone because of convenience. But when you don't understand this product, you will underutilize it or abuse it or misuse it. Your maker is God. Only he who knows why he created you. We can't ask you the purpose for which you are made. I can't ask this phone, Mr. Phone, why were you made? For what reason do you exist? I've got to ask the maker of this phone. Your maker is God. And of all these 8 methods, you've got to ask God. So I suggest to you, don't take one method and make a conclusion. Look at a combination. So number 1, check your personality. 2, check your talents. 3, your disposition. 4, what other people are saying to you. Number 5, what you love. Number 6, what you hate. Number 7, who you admire, who you look up to. And finally, number 8, seek God. Ask God to direct your life and lean not on your own understanding. Proverbs 3, 4, and 5. And finally, get moving. Don't just pray and sit down. God doesn't clarify things as you sit. If I want to drive from Atlanta, where I am, to Los Angeles, it's going to take me 33 hours non-stop. If I drive right now, it's at night. It's 2 a.m. here. It's 2 a.m. I can't switch on the lights of my car, the headlights, and see the whole road all the way to Los Angeles. I will see about 100 meters. When I reach 100 meters, I see the next 100 meters, then the next 100 meters. God reveals our life piecemeal, because if he reveals the entire journey, we will give up. So God doesn't reveal the whole journey. He already knows your journey. He declares the end from the beginning. Before God created you, he already knew the end story. He knew the end. That's why he says, ask of me, and I'll show you great and mighty things that you think not. He says he can do exceedingly abundantly above all that you can ever ask, think, or imagine, according to the power that is at work inside of you. God already knows your end before your life began. God never began your life without seeing the end picture. But he can't show you the entire journey, because when you see the giants along the way, the barriers, the obstacles, you're going to wave the white flag of surrender. You're going to give up the fight. So he gives you the resources, the energy, the anointing, the grace for the next 100 meters. Once you faithfully reach there, he allows you to see the next 100 meters. So you will never start a multinational business by being given $1 billion. Even Elon Musk did not do that. You've got to start the project where you are. God is always asking, what is in your hands? That's the question he asked Moses. What is in your hands? And that's exactly how I began my speaking career. God doesn't give you an anointing before he works on your character. So this challenge works on your character. He takes you to the next challenge and then the next challenge. So the reason you're not going to the next level, you've not passed class 1, and you're telling God to take you to class 8.